Okay, good morning all. Okay, welcome to the class. Okay, in the last class we are discussed about the obstacles in the chaining. In that there are, in the second case, they are divided into two parts. One is obstacle due to pond, one more it is obstacle due to river. Okay, obstacle due to pond means what? It is you can take the measurement around the pond. Okay, in that condition we have discussed the four methods. In the second case, obstacle is not possible to chain round the obstacle also. Okay, it means in that first method, just observe here, if it is pond, you can move the surrounding of the pond, you can measure the distance here. Okay, but if the obstacle is river, okay, river will be flow for the longer distances. It is not possible to move with the chain along this line. Okay, in that condition, how to measure the distance from the 2 points on the either side of the river? Okay, that is the main objective of this methods. Okay, so procedure of the first method. Okay, this is our obstacle, that is river. 1 minute. Okay, this is our obstacle. Okay, this is our chain line. Here you can range from this side to this side. Means if you hold the one ranging rod here, this point, one more ranging rod on this point, you can easily see the ranging rod from this side to this side. Okay, so our chain line will be going from this side to this side. Okay, now we have to measure the distance from this point to this point. Okay, that is A to the B. So procedure of this one, along the chain line you have to select the one point on this side, that point is B. Then again you have to select the 2 point on the another sides, that is one point is A, one more point is the C along the chain line. Okay, next we have to draw a perpendicular line at the point of A. Similarly, one more perpendicular line at the point of C. Okay, after that you have to fix these 2 points. The fixing of these 2 points, it is very important. So first what we have to do, keep your ranging rod one point on the B, one more ranging rod on this point. Okay, then you have to range these 2 ranging rods. One more person come with a ranging rod, he has to move along this line, perpendicular line. Then when these ranging rod, it is along these 2 ranging rods. Okay, then you have to fix your next point along this perpendicular line. Then you have to name these 2 points, that is E and D. Okay, this is very important. Here the fixing of the E point. Okay, the one more person come with a ranging rod along this line, he has to move along this perpendicular line. Then you have to range from this point, this ranging rod, you have to bisect that one. Similarly, this person is moving like along the line, and this ranging rod come to along the line of the BD ranging rod. Then you have to stop the moving of this ranging rod, then fix this point. Then you have to draw one imaginary line like this. Okay, later you have to draw one more perpendicular line at the point of D. Okay, it is you have to draw a perpendicular line, means this line will be parallel to this AC line. Okay, then later you have to measure the distance, that is AD, AC and C. Okay, then what will happen, the whatever triangles A, B, D and F, D, E, these are the 2 similar triangles. Okay, by using the similar triangle relations, we can write AB divided by AD. Okay, this is first triangle, that is ABD. We can write AB divided by AD, that is equal to FD divided by FE. Okay, I am writing here AB by AD, that is equal to DF by FE. Okay, so here FE means what? Okay, you can measure in the field easily. Instead of that measuring up the FE, already you have measured the distance of C to E. Okay, C to E, you can write this FE CE minus CF. Okay, like this you can write CE minus CF. Here CE already is measured, CF is nothing but it is equal to AD distance. Okay, then instead of writing the CF, we can write the AD. So we can write in this formula FE is equal to CE minus of AD. Similarly, DF means what? This one. Okay, this distance between the D point to F. So this is equal to the distance of AC. Okay, again it is not necessary to measure this one also distance. So we have already measured that AC. So this is equal to the DF. So we can write DF is equal to AC. Then our final formula, what it is? AB by AD. Instead of writing the DF, we are writing the AC here. Similarly, instead of FE, we are writing the CE minus AD. So in this formula, the unknown is AB only. That is distance from this point to this point. So AB is equal to AC into, take this AD term to this side, AC into AD divided by CE minus AD. Okay, this is our final formula. Okay, here we are using the similar triangle conditions. Okay, this is the first method. Second method, the same obstacle, again also same. The obstacle is due to river, so it is our chain line. Here we have to select the 2 points on either side of the river, that is A and B. The first step is, next step is, you have to erect a perpendicular line. Okay, at a convenient length. Then you have to fix this point. The point is C. After that, you have to bisect this line, that is AC line, exactly midpoint. Okay, we have to bisect this point, that is at a midpoint of the AC. That point is D. Okay, next step, we have to draw one perpendicular line at the point of C. Okay, like this. Okay, we have to draw a perpendicular line at the point of C along the progress of your chain line. Then keep your one ranging rod here, one more ranging rod is here. Okay, then you have to bisect these two ranging rod along the straight line. Then one more ranging rod, he has to move along this perpendicular line. Then when this ranging rod coming on this line, this ranging rod and this ranging rod along this straight line, then stop the moving up this ranging rod. Okay, like this. This is 90-degree line. Then one more person, he has to move along this line. After coming to this ranging rod along these two straight ranging rod, then stop the movement of this one. That point is E. Okay, later just observe this diagram. This is the one of the triangle, that is ADB. Similarly, one more triangle it is formed here, DCE. These are the two similar triangles are there. So just observe here the distance of AB. We have to calculate here. We have to find out that one. So just measure the distance of CE. This is equal to the distance of AB. Okay, so just measure the distance of CE, that is equal to AB. Okay, this is the second method. Third method, again same. The obstacle is river. This is chain line. This is one of the point on the either side of the river, that is A. Similar one more point on the other side of the river, that is B. Then you have to erect a perpendicular line. Okay, at the point of A. Then you have to fix this point. Okay, whatever the perpendicular end point, the length of this point will be, you have to draw a perpendicular line here like this. Okay, if you join this one along the point C, okay, at the point of C, along this ranging rod, along this line, imaginary line, you have to keep your crosstop instrument. Then you have to erect a perpendicular line. Okay, so whatever this C line, this line C to D line, it is perpendicular to this BC line. Then you have to erect this line, then it crosses our chain line, then you have to fix this D point. Okay, after that you have to measure the distance of AD and similarly AC. Then again you have to observe here, again it is two similar triangles, that is ABC and ACD. Okay, the triangle is ABC and DAC. These are the two similar triangles. Again I am writing the same conditions, that is AB by AC, that is equal to AC divided by AD. Okay, here the triangle is ABC, in that I am writing the AB by AC, and in second triangle, that is DAC, AC divided by AD. Okay, so simplification of this one, we will get the AB is equal to AC square divided by AD. Okay, AC and distance of AC and AD already measured in the field. Okay, by using this one also you can calculate what is the length of the A and B point. This is the third method. Then last method, method 4. So this is the river, this is our chain line. Again you have to select the 2 points on either side of the river, that is A and B. Here you have to select any convenient point, that point is C. Okay, then join the imaginary line, this B and C. Then at the point of C you have to erect a perpendicular line. Okay, like this. Okay, we have to erect a perpendicular line at this point. Then this line will be crossed with respect to A point. Whatever the line C line, this line is there, it is passing from the C point A towards this side. Then you have to fix this point. Okay, whatever D point is there, that D point is there, whatever the distance of AD is there, it is equal to the distance of AC. Remember that one. After erecting this perpendicular line, you have to fixing this D point, whatever the distance of AD is there, it is equal to the AC. Okay, then later again you have to erect one more perpendicular line at the point of D along this DC line. Whatever perpendicular line is there, it is perpendicular to the DC line. This line is, you have to draw that one. This line will be cross our chain line at one point. Then fix this point, that is E. Okay, then now we can easily measure the distance of AE. There is no obstacle here. So now come to know that whatever distance of AE is there, it is equal to the distance of AB. Clear? This is the second case. Then last case, here obstacle is both chaining and ranging. Means whatever the obstacle is there, it is not possible to range on either side of the points, and similarly we cannot use the chain along the line or survey line. Okay, so what is the obstacle is? Here I am taking the example is building. Okay, this is the first method, how to measure in this obstacle. There are two obstacles. Just observe here. This is our building. Okay, tallest building is there. So if it is building is there obstacle, it is our chain line. We have started somewhere point on here. We are come to that here. The whatever survey line is there. So again you have to continuation of this survey line along the either side of the building. But the whatever chain line is, it is not seeing the on either points here. We don't have the points on the this side of the building. Okay. So here what are the two objectives here? One is you have to measure the distance from whatever point considered on this side to this side. One more is we have to continuation of this survey line on either side of the building. Okay, we have to find out for the continuation of this line along the straight line here. Okay, so procedure of this one. First step is you have to select any 2 points and any equal distances. Okay, then these point you can name it as A and B. Then later at the point of A and B we have to erect a perpendicular line like this. Okay, then you have to fix this point at a equal distances, means the distance of AC and distance of BD will be same. Then later join the CD line. Okay, join the CD line, then extend the CD line up to a convenient length. This will be past our obstacle. Okay, then later along this line, the whatever CD line is you have extend here, again you have to select the 2 points at a convenient distances. Maybe this EF is equal to CD or may not be. Okay, depending upon the condition you have to select the E point and F point along this extended line. Then again at the point of E, at the point of F, we have to erect a perpendicular line like this. Okay, we have to erect a perpendicular like this. The whatever the fixing of the along this point, the whatever distance of these two lines will be there, it is equal to the distance of AC or BD, because the distance of AC and BD are same. So similarly the fixing of the next G and I points or H points, the distance of EG and FH, it is equal to the AC or BD, any one of them. Okay, then now you are getting these 2 points. Now you can continuation this chain line here by joining up with this line. So again it will continuation means the whatever chain line is along the straight lines. Okay, the one obstacle is clear now. One more it is there, the distance of measurement of a distance of B and G. Okay, so the distance of B and G, okay, you can directly measure the distance of D to E, that is equal to the distance of B to G here. Okay, very simple method. Just you have to measure the distance of DE, that length will be equal to the distance of B to the G. Okay, the small mistake is there, actually it is BG. Okay, DE is equal to that is BG. Okay, make it correction now. Then second method. Okay, again same, obstacle is building, our chain line is on either side of one of the side of the building. Here also same, we have to find out the distance of along the building as well as a continuation of our chain line from this side. We don't have any points on this one for continuation of this chain line. You have to find out at least 2 points for the continuation of this along the straight chain line. Okay, so here next step, first step is you have to select it 1 point, that is A. At the point of A we have to erect a small perpendicular line at a convenient length. For this example I am considering that is 1 meter length. Okay, the whatever the perpendicular line is there, this one, it is equal to 1 meter. Okay, then the whatever the 1 meter you have considered here, again along this line, chain line, you have to select the B point, that this point and distance of AB, it is equal to same. If it is 1 meter you have considered here, the distance of AB is also, it is 1 meter only. Okay, later you have to select the, or you have to join the point B and C. Okay, what you have to done here, elect a perpendicular line, then with respect to distances you have to draw an arc here, that point is B. After getting the B and C point, just join this line, then you have to erect this BC line up to a convenient length. How to select this point? Convenient length means, if you draw a continuation of this one, this is just half of the building. The whatever point you are considering here, it is greater than this point will be occur or mark on the ground after maximum more than of the half of the length of the building here. Then you have to fix this point. Okay, then that is point is D. At this D point you have to erect one perpendicular line, that is 90-degree line at the point of D here, like this. Okay, then you have to fix the one point here, that is E point, the whatever distance of DE. Okay, distance of DE, it is equal to the distance of B to D. Okay, it is equal to B to D. Then along this line you have to select one more point here, that point is F. The selecting of this point F, the whatever the length of DF is there, it is equal to the distance of CD. Okay, keep your tape, 0 of the tape is here, measure the distance of CD. With respect to that length, you have to draw an arc here along this line. The whatever the arc is crosses to this perpendicular line, that point is F. Okay, then you have to erect a perpendicular line here. With respect to 1 meter, keep your 0 of the tape is here at this point, draw an arc here. Similarly, 0 of the tape is here. With respect to length 1 meter, again you have to draw one more arc. The whatever these two arc will be meet at one point. Okay, so then this point is G. Then later you have to join these two lines. Now if you have joined these two G and E, you will get your continuation of our survey line on this side of the building. Okay, now we have to measure join the line, that is C to F. Okay, join the line C and F, then measure the distance of CF. Okay, distance of CF, that is equal to A to G. Okay, we'll get the distance of AG by measuring the distance of CF. Okay, next method, that is third method. Two more methods are there. Okay, in that third method, again same building, our chain line is there. Here in this method we are using the equilateral triangle methods. Okay, the whatever the triangles you have formed here, it is equilateral. Okay, equilateral means all the sides of the triangle will be same. Okay, so first select the one point along the chain line, that is A. Similarly one more point along the chain, that is B. Okay, the distance of AB equal to any convenient length. For example, you can take it as again same, that is 1 meter. Okay, the distance of AB is equal to 1 meter or 2 meter depending upon the condition in the field. So for example, I am taking the 1 meter. With that 1 meter length of the tape, hold the tape, 0 of the tape is here at the point of A, then draw an arc. Okay, this side. Similarly, 0 of the tape is hold on the B point, again draw an one more arc. The whatever these two arc will be meet at one point. Okay, if you draw an arc, these two will be meet at one point, that point is the our new point, that is C point. Then join these 3 points, will get a triangle. In this triangle all the sides will be same. This is also 1 meter AC, BC will be 1 meter, and this is also AB is 1 meter. So this is our equilateral triangle. Okay, now next step is for extending the BC line at a convenient length. The whatever the convenient length means, for selecting this point, it is passes the half of the building length. Then fix that point, that is D point. Again same, whatever length you are considering here, 1 meter, at the point of 0 of the tape is hold head here. Then you have to draw one arc, 1 meter length of the arc along this line. Okay, then you will get this arc will be cut this line. That point is our new one more point, that is E. Okay, again same procedure, 0 of the tape hold on this point, draw an arc here. Similarly 0 of the tape is hold on the E point, again draw an arc. These two arc will be cross each other at a one point, that point is called as a F. Okay, join these three lines, we'll get the one more triangle, that is also equilateral triangles. Okay, next procedure same, extend the DF. Then you have to fix the one point, the whatever this point is, that is distance of GD is equal to distance of BD, that is B point to the D point. The fixing of the G point, it is at the length of the BD. Then you get this point G point. Then you have to, with respect to same length, that is 1 meter arc along this line, you will get the one more point, that is H. At these 2 points hold 0 of the tape and draw an arc, one more point will be get, that is I. Then join these two triangles, join these 3 points, will get the one more equilateral triangles. Okay, now extending these two line, that is IG, the whatever chain line will be there, it is along this chain line. Okay, then we have to find out what is the distance of AI. So AI means what? It is, we can write it as the distance of BG. Okay, BG is equal to minus of AB, then minus of IG. Yes, BG is equal to AB minus AB minus IG. Okay, AI is equal to BG minus of AB minus of GI or IG. We already know that the distance of AB and IG both are same, that is 1 meter for example. Now what is the distance of BG? You can write BG is equal to, maybe it will be BD or equal to DG. So here I am writing the distance, instead of BG I am writing the distance of B to D, because it is equilateral triangle, all the sides will be same. So now we will get the AI is equal to BD minus of AB minus of GI. Okay, we can easily get the distance of AI. Coming to the last method, again same, chain line on the one side of the building. Again here you have to select the 2 points along the chain line, that is A and B. At this point, B point, we have to erect a small perpendicular line or any convenient length or convenient angles. Okay, any convenient angle you have to draw one line at the point of B point. Okay, here I am considering the one perpendicular line here. Okay, you can draw any line like this or like this. Okay, so but here I am considering the perpendicular line at a convenient length on the both sides. Now these are the 2 new points. Now join these 2 points from the A point like this. Okay, now I am extending the AC line. Okay, I am extending the AC line at a convenient length. The whatever the length will be there, it is passes the our obstacle. Okay, in previous methods, the whatever the point you are considering at more than up the half of the building, but in this case, the whatever the point you are considering here, it is past the our obstacle, that is building. Okay, now you have to fix the one point. Okay, you have to fix the one point, that is point is E. For here, one small condition is there for selecting the E point. The whatever the distance of AE, okay, the whatever the distance of AE is there, it is equal to n times of the distance of AC. How much it is? AE is equal to n times of the AC. For example, if AC is 1 meter, okay, if AC is 1 meter, if AE is considered as a 5 meter length, then what will happen? AC is 1 meter, total length of the AE is 5 meter. So number of times is 1 into 5. 5 times of the 1 meter will get the distance of A here. In that condition, you have to fix this E point. Okay, the condition is you are fixing the E point. It is n times of the AC distances. Similarly, also this side, again extending the AD at a convenient length. Here also same, for fixing up this F point, the whatever the distance of AF, okay, the whatever distance of AF, that is equal to n times of the AD. Okay, n times of the AD here. So in this n and this n will be same. Clear? Then after that, you have to join this E point and F point. Okay, just holding the tape or chain, you have to join the E and F. Then you have to find out the midpoint of that one. That point is G. The whatever the distance of EG. Okay, we are fixing up this G point. The EG is equal to, it is n times of the BC. Okay, it is EG is equal to n times of the BC. The whatever distance is there, this distance into whatever the n considered here. Clear? Then similarly extend this line, AC line or AE line, at a convenient length like this. Again you have to fix these 2 points, that is H and I. Again also same, the distance of A to H. Okay, the distance of A to H, it is equal to n dash times of the AC. Okay, n dash times of the AC. Clear? Then similarly same, the whatever the n dash is considered here, that is also same, AI is equal to n dash, same n dash is equal into the distance of A to D. Okay, again you have to join these two H and I point. Then you have to fix the new point, that is J point. The whatever the distance of from H to this J point, okay, that is equal to n dash times of this BC. Okay, n dash times of the BC. Now you are getting this G and J points. Just join this one, we will get the continuation of our chain line. Okay, that is continuation of a chain line. Now last step, that is the find outing of the distance of B to G. Okay, how will you find out? This is very simple. Again considering the n times. Okay, so BG is what? It is equal to AG. This is A to G minus of AB. We will get the BG here. So for rating up the length of the AG, you can write it as n times of the AB. Okay, same conditions here. For here I am considering here the distance of BG is equal to AG minus of AB. So AB distance you can easily measure here. So the distance of AG you can write n times of the AB here. So you can write instead of AG n into AB. In this term take the common term, that is AB. So we will get the BG is equal to AB into n minus 1 in bracket. Okay, so you can get the distance of BG.